Hey Haemi fans! So excited to introduce another episode of Haemi Thoughts. If you want to get this trending on Twitter, you can do hashtag Haemi Thoughts. I'm sure by now you all know how to spell Haemi. So without further ado, here's the girl you've all been waiting for.
Hello and welcome to Haemi Thoughts. It's been quite a long break, but I felt it was necessary because my past week has been horrible, like always.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I guess it's only horrible because I let it be horrible. Can't let it get to me, man. Okay, but school has been very, very hard. Not hard, it's just so much work. Just so much tedious work. There'd be like 2 things due like every day, so everything would be overlapping. All the deadlines would be overlapping each other, and there would be multiple deadlines on every day, so it's just really crazy. But one good thing that happened was if you don't know already, I am a pen connoisseur.
I did not know that.
It's one of my low-key hobbies. It's to research like pens and watch reviews, look at articles about different pens and their pros and cons. And I actually grew like a collection of pens that I just like, I'm like looking for my holy grail pen. And today I got my package from Amazon, a dozen Pilot Precise V5 pens. And I actually ordered it because I saw my other friend Ari, he was using one of those pens and it looked very good while he was writing. And so I was like, what kind of pen is that? And he was like, oh, it's the Precise V5 pen. Very good, very reliable. And I was like, oh, interesting. And so I spent the weekend researching about it and looking at how it writes on YouTube. And I was like, man, I need this. So I ordered it and it came. Thank goodness for Amazon Prime. And yeah, I tried it out. It's very good. Usually I don't like 0.5 like pens. I usually prefer 0.7 because I like the bold lines, but this is very good. And I heard that the formula for the ink, like it's liquid ink in the 0.7, which can get kind of smudgy on my left hand because I'm a left-handed person. Okay, enough about pens. Today, my guest here is Rebecca. Say hello.
Hello.
So tell us about your week.
For sure. So like this past week, I took it pretty easy because I had a dance marathon over the weekend. So I didn't go out. I hung out with friends. I tried to get a lot of work done before the weekend because I knew realistically I wasn't going to get anything done. And then I stood from Saturday to Sunday for 24 hours. It was my 4th time doing dance marathon. So it was bittersweet, especially at the end. It was definitely really hard saying goodbye to all the kids. They get really sad, especially at the end, because they always think they're never going to see you again. And we always say, oh, it's okay. We're going to see you next year. But I couldn't say that time. So I started crying and it was pretty hard. And my legs are still kind of sore, but it's for a great cause.
So how many bathroom breaks did you take?
You know, it's interesting. If you raise over $500, you actually get a pass to cut the line to the bathroom whenever you want. And if you're a girl, that's actually very handy because Dance Marathon, the participants are majority female. So the line for the bathroom is pretty bad. I want to say I probably took a break every like 3 to 4 hours. It also kind of gives you something to do, like you stand in line with a friend or you just like take a breather just standing there. But in some cases, it's actually kind of worse to stand. Like I'm one of those people who'd rather be like dancing, at least moving my feet a little bit because then I forget how tired I am. So yeah, I think that answers the question.
Interesting. Very interesting. I was also going to ask if you cried, but you already answered that. So. Okay, I have a few questions for you.
For sure.
I guess this first one ties into your story, but what makes the women's bathroom line so long all the time?
In general, you mean?
What do you think?
What do I think? I think that for a lot of girls, going to the bathroom ends up being a weirdly kind of bonding experience, especially when I'm at Rick's, which is more often than not I'm at Rick's, and more often than not I'm in the Rick's bathroom line. And you know, who you ask to go to the bathroom line with is a big deal because you're going to be in line with them for a while, so you want to like have good conversation. I made friends in line. I've literally had drunk girls turn to me and say, oh, like you're standing in line with me, so we're going to talk now. And I don't care. Like I love making new friends, especially in the line. But the saddest, the line, hashtag the line. The saddest thing though is like this. I had this really great conversation with this girl once. It was like 2 months ago. Yeah, it was like welcome week at Rick's, and we had a great conversation. And she doesn't live that far from me. And now I've like seen her around. And I'm the kind of person who, if I meet someone even once, I always want to say hi, just if you had like any kind of moment with them, because I think it's like awkward not to. And she like won't acknowledge me. It's making me really sad because she was even the one who was like, we're gonna talk. But I think it actually might be because like my friend came up to us later, like in the middle of me talking to her, and I let the friend cut me, and I was in front of the girl, so I actually kind of had her cut the girl too, like not on purpose. She just cut everyone in line and subsequently cut the girl too. So maybe she was salty about that. I don't really know. It was sad though.
What if you confront her and be like, why did you talk to me?
You know, I'm worried when I'm really drunk. I probably am going to do that at some point. I'm going to be nicer about them. I'm going to be like, hey, do you remember me? Because, you know, I remember you, and maybe that meant nothing to you, but it meant a lot to me. You know,
we had a moment.
Exactly.
How dare you?
Exactly. I'm sure it'll go down, something like that.
Okay, second question. What are you really impatient about?
Impatient. Not gonna say the bathroom line because I don't really care. I'm impatient about grading and grades. Especially, I really just want instant gratification. I love those classes where like it is kind of nerve-wracking. Like if you take a quiz online for a class and you get your score right away, like it's annoying. But at the same time, like I just know how I did. I'm also impatient when it comes to like I'm the kind of person who would much rather talk in person as opposed to over text, Facebook, social media, whatever. And I hate when my messages go unanswered, but I'm also a huge hypocrite about that because like I take a long time to answer text too, but like I love Facebook Messenger, how you can see when someone's looked at it, because now I don't feel so bad if I haven't gotten a response in a while from someone on Facebook. I'll be like, oh, it's just because they haven't looked at their messages, so not a big deal. But that is annoying.
I see. Okay, Third question. Oh goodness, I had a really good one. I have a really bad memory. I probably mentioned that, I don't know, 3-4 times now. Okay, as a second semester senior, you've lived through a lot, you've experienced a lot. What do you do when you are in that awkward situation where you've been, I don't know, because you're the type of person you just said like that like reaches out to people and says hi even though you've met them once. I'm actually the kind of person who I need to be introduced to someone like maybe 5 times before I actually start like saying hi in public, because like I've had bad experience where I say hi and then they like ignore me and it feels so awkward. Okay, what are some like things that you think an adult does that is not too obvious?
An adult, like a real person?
Yeah, like, because you're going to be like a full-fledged adult, so, you know, besides pay taxes and do laundry and stuff.
Right. You know, I think, especially after like after like different experiences that I've had where I've worked with quote unquote adults, there's not too many differences. I do find that some of them, you know, even like work type situations, people still like to gossip. People still like to be petty. People still compare themselves to other people. The adults that I admire and respect don't necessarily do that. And I'm kind of trying to live that way in my senior year, where I don't want to put like, I only have so much time left at the school. I want to be surrounded by people who I really care about, who I know really care about me. I don't want to waste my time in situations that I know are not going to go well, that I know are going to stress me out, things like that. Of course, when a friend goes through a stressful situation, I want to be there for them. But if I can feel like an interaction or something like turning sour or kind of strange, like I would rather just remove myself. And maybe when I was younger, I don't know if I would necessarily do that. Does that make sense?
Yes. I think, are you saying that your social awareness / intuition has increased as you've gotten older?
Yeah, I would definitely say so. When you come in, I can't speak for everyone, but kind of when you come into college freshman year, I feel like a lot of your friendships can unfortunately be kind of circumstantial, where it's, okay, I'm going to be friends with this person because they're on my floor, because they're my roommate, because they're in my dorm, things like that. And it's not because you have genuinely the same interests or same values or things like that. And I think that as I've gotten older, I've either joined new organizations or become more involved in organizations I was a part of my freshman year, and just look to be around genuine people who aren't fake, people who say what's on their mind and who cared about me. And I think that really enriched my college experience, and just being able to kind of know how to identify those people, identify red flags of, okay, like maybe I don't, yeah, maybe she's a crazy person. I do have some crazy friends though, but not getting into that. That's the spice of life. But yeah, like I said, when you only have so much time left here, I want every experience to be worthwhile. I want to have something cool happen every single day. And I want to be around people that will, you know, kind of promote that happening.
That was such a thoughtful answer. Thank you. Well, this has been another episode of Haemi Thoughts. Catch you guys next time.
Don't forget to hashtag Haemi Thoughts with any of your thoughts on this episode of Haemi Thoughts. Thanks, Grace, so much for having me. This really made my day. And yeah, peace out.